problem that you're having and the issue that you're calling about that you think you might need laser eye surgery for?
Yeah, so I've had glasses since I was about 19, and so it's been almost 20 years, and they have been pretty okay. They're quite light of a prescription, but because of that, I forget them. So when I actually need them, I usually don't have them. So I'll forget to put them in my bag, and then I usually need them sort of more for nighttime activities, for driving, and yeah, I'm caught out a lot without them. So I'm just wanting to see my options so that I don't have to worry about that anymore.
So would you say it's impacting your life quite significantly or moderately? What would you say?
It's not massively, but I think it's because it's been such a long time. It's starting to really annoy me. It's really frustrating that I'm starting to have challenges. Sort of, I've been driving a lot more lately, and so I just keep not having them with me. And I don't really like going in sort of inside outside in the winter, especially. They fog up, and I'd like to be without them. I think that would be much better.
Right. Okay, that's fair enough. We have many patients call us with those precise concerns, so you're not alone. Can you tell me, is there anything that's happened in the recent past that's prompted you to call us now? Because after all, you've been wearing them for 20 years, so I'm just curious if there's anything that's happened that's prompted you to call.
I'd say it's the driving. So I was been living in London for a long time, and since I've moved, I'm sort of visiting friends a lot more in the country and driving a lot more, and so this has made me really realize that I do need glasses, and I kind of tried to get away without always having to have them, but since I do need them, it's been a lot more frustrating lately.
And has there been any occasions where you've been driving where you felt unsafe or less capable than you otherwise could be?
That's a good question. Definitely. Like when it's raining, I've been without them, and it's a lot. It's really been difficult to see a few times, and I felt scared. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I can understand that. And assuming that you were to have laser eye surgery with us or anyone else, what would you feel you'd like to experience after solving the problem?
I think I'd like to feel free of like the hassle of having to always have these glasses with me, but also just being able to see with my own eyes would be amazing. So I think it's that feeling of freedom.
And is there anything coming up in the near future that you'd like to experience that same feeling of freedom with?
Well, I'm going on a big driving trip through Spain in a couple of months. So I don't know if that's too soon, but I would love to. Yeah, I would love to not have to worry about it on that trip.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I can completely imagine that. Yeah, and Spain's pretty good for driving, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Good. Okay. Well, we can definitely see if we can help you get rid of the glasses by the driving trip. That would be excellent, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Good. Have you ever sought professional help for this in the past? Have you gone to any other eye surgeons or?
No, nothing serious. I've kind of talked to some friends, and I've been looking at online for a while, kind of very half-heartedly. But nothing really professional.
Okay, that's fine. And what would you say when considering someone to help you, when considering a clinic or a surgeon, what would you say the most important thing to you is?
That I feel safe, that I feel like I can trust them, that they're going to do their best to keep my eyesight safe.
Okay. And how would you know that? How would you know that they were keeping your eyesight safe?
I suppose, by talking to them and understanding what their experience is and how many procedures they've done and what they've done if there were any cases that didn't quite go to plan.
Okay. Certainly. You can probably have that conversation with a surgeon when you come and meet us. Is there anything else that we've missed that's important to you when choosing somebody to help you?
I think just service is important to me. So sort of friendliness. I know that's kind of really basic, but I think it's not always around. So it's important that I work with somebody that I, and choose somebody that I actually feel good when I'm with them.
Yeah, makes sense. Can you tell me, is there anyone else who's involved in solving this problem with you?
Yeah, my husband.
Okay. And would you be keen on bringing him along to the appointment?
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
You certainly can. That's no problem. We can certainly accommodate you both, and he can have an opportunity to ask questions and hear what the doctor says as well.
Okay.
And, well, considering that you've got a driving trip planned in the next couple of months, when do you think would be the best time to come in and help solve the problem?
Well, I'm not sure how long it all takes, but yeah, I've got like a trip in the next week, but I think after that I'm pretty open, and I'd like to have it done before my driving trip. So if it's going to happen at all, it would have to kind of happen, I suppose, pretty soon.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the recovery times, if you have the most popular form of the procedure, which is called LASIK, I know they can be quite confusing with the names, as you mentioned, but yeah, we try to do our best to actually make it a little bit more clear. But LASIK is the most popular procedure, and that one has a very quick recovery time of usually 1 to 2 days. So you'll be able to most likely be driving and have the green light to do that the next day.
Oh, okay.
So if all goes well, and we want to see you, make sure that you are in fact eligible for that procedure, and if so, we'll be able to talk about that or other options should they be necessary.
Okay, that's pretty quick.
Yeah, absolutely. No, people love the procedure because of that, because the visual outcomes are very quick, and also recovery is very fast as well, and you can get back in to regular life quite fast.
So it's not unrealistic to think that I could have it before the driving trip?
No, absolutely not unrealistic.
Okay.
Yeah, we can most definitely accommodate you if you were to choose to come with us, and if everything were to go well with your evaluation, then absolutely, I can see no issues at this stage that would prevent you from having the surgery before the trip, and for you to be able to enjoy that freedom and be able to feel safe while driving on that trip in Spain.
Okay, good.
Great. So, given that you've got a little bit of a nice time window and there's no rush, still, some people would, once they know that it's available, would like to get the ball rolling as quickly as possible. When do you think you would like to take the first step towards solving the problem?
Yeah, so, well, like I said, I've got a work thing next week, but I should be available, and I probably want to do it sort of within the next 3 weeks.
Within the next 3 weeks. Great. Okay.